Hi kiddos, so we are on our anchor chart, Human Rights Violations in Esperanza Rising. We have our chapter we're going to write down, what happened, make sure you quote accurately. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. Which Universal Declaration of Human Rights article was violated, who was violated, or which characters, and how was a human right violated. So the only chapter we've read so far is Las Uvas, so I'm going to write that down. Which was chapter 1. So I'm just going to put a little 1 in the parentheses. And then what happened? Do you remember, if you turn to page 12, you can find where Mama tells Esperanza, the wealthy still own most of the land, while some of the poor have not even a garden plot. Some peasants are forced to eat cats. Ugh, it's kind of gross. So I'm going to just write that quote down and quote accurately. So I'm going to write, see how I started my sentence with quotation marks? That means that the words are not my own. They are taken from a different text. The wealthy still own most of the land, while some of the poor have not even a garden plot. And then I'm going to put 3 little dots like so to show you that I'm skipping from one part of the quote to another, and there are words in between that I'm leaving out from the quote. Some peasants are forced to eat cats. If you need to pause the video to copy this down, you can, or you can head over to page 12 and find the quote yourself. I am going to end it in quotes to show that my direct quote is finished. And then I'm going to write the source down here. Page 12 of, and I'm just going to write ER for Esperanza Rising. I always want to tell people where you got this from, so if they want to go back and look themselves, they can. Now, if you go through UDHR articles, which articles do you feel like are aligned to this quote? Which ones are being violated, and who is being violated? I'm going to leave that for you to do, and we'll check it when you come back to school. Which characters are we talking about? Well, let's see. The wealthy still own most of the land, so their ownership of the land shows me that their right of ownership is not being violated. While some of the poor have not even a garden plot, that shows me that the poor do not have food. Some peasants are forced to eat cats. If they're forced to eat something, that means they don't usually want to. That means that they have to. So it's showing me it's about food. And the poor here are who are being violated. Over here, I'm just going to write article, and I'm going to leave this blank for you to fill in at home as you go through your UDHR. How was the human right violated? I am going to let you fill that in after you write the article. You will write how it was violated. For example, if Article 1, the right to life, was violated, I would put Article 1 here. And how is the human right violated? I would put a life was taken.